guys, it's your girl Jackie from the Financial Literacy Tribe. How you doing? I'm coming at you today with a brand new video. So for today, I thought it would be cool if we ran through what is, in my opinion, the top 10 habits that every person should follow if they're trying to live a frugal lifestyle. So if you're pursuing a frugal life, maybe you're trying to get into the frugal mindset, then certainly you should take into consideration possibly doing these 10 things. So let's jump right in. Frugal habit number 1 is meal planning. I definitely talk about meal planning in a different video of mine, so be sure to check that out when you get a chance. But definitely I can vouch, because I do this on a regular basis. Meal planning is, in my opinion, one of the top ways to really save money, because it allows you to effectively plan out what it is that you're eating, and then you're at that point only buying groceries specifically for what it is that you're cooking that week or those 2 weeks or for however how long it is that you grocery shop for. But so yeah, you're only buying the things that you definitely need. You're not wandering the grocery store just like picking up random things that happen to look good, and there's very minimal food waste involved, since all of the things that you're buying go in line with something that you plan on cooking that week. Then basically there's hardly any food waste. So definitely it's a great way to save money. It's also great because it allows for you to eat out less. I am a big fan of like takeout. We definitely do takeout still in my house, but I find that when I'm meal planning, I do takeout far less because I already know what it is that I'm cooking. I already have all of my ingredients that I need, and it really kind of empowers me to be super successful in terms of my meal planning. So definitely it is my frugal habit number 1. Frugal habit number 2, repair and reuse. People who are living a frugal lifestyle, try. I'm not saying that you're going to do this every single time, because it's not possible all the time, but you should at least try to repair and reuse things, as opposed to constantly buying something new every single time something breaks or has a little hole in it or something like that. Try to fix it yourself. Try to repair it yourself. It'll definitely allow you to save a lot of money if you're in the mindset of trying to reuse the things that you already have, as opposed to running out and purchasing something every single time something happens with something. Also, kind of in line with that, you don't always have to buy something brand new. It's actually much more economical and better for the environment if you're buying things that are gently used. Especially if it's something like baby things or, I don't know, even furniture and equipment. You can literally give it a brand new life just by cleaning it up really, really well, or like redecorating it, as opposed to purchasing something new. So repair and reuse. The environment will thank you for it. Habits number 3, constantly learning new things and constantly learning new skills. This is one that I feel like a lot of people don't think about, and they don't necessarily associate it as being a frugal habit, but it absolutely is a frugal habit, and I'm going to tell you why. The more things that you're able to kind of learn how to do on your own, the less you have to pay someone else to do them for you. I'm going to give you an example. When I was 18 years old and I was in college, a broke college student, I had multiple jobs. I was a Benjamin Moore color consultant, and I was so proud of that job. I would help people choose what colors it is that they wanted to paint their dining room and their living room and stuff like that. I love that job. But it was only part-time, obviously. But also on the side, what I did part-time is I was a tax preparer. I worked for Jackson Hewitt, which is like a tax company, and they basically train you on how to basically, the bare basics of how to do taxes so that you can work for them during tax season. And it was very interesting, and I was in nursing school, so everybody was like, why to learn how to do people's taxes? But I thought it was important, and the reason is because if you think about it, you're going to have to do taxes for the rest of your life, and it can be very expensive to have a tax preparer or an accountant do them for you. So I just figured that it was a skill that I would like to learn, and that it's not like it wasn't going to go to use. I was definitely going to use it. So I did it. I did their little program. I worked for them for, I think, 2 years, 2 tax seasons after I did the program with them. And it was great. I mean, here I am however many years later, I'm in my 30s now, and I still do my own taxes, and I do the taxes for my immediate family members because it's fine. But so yeah, in general, if ever you can kind of adopt or learn a new skill, I think that it definitely would benefit you because that way you don't have to constantly be paying to have that thing done. Are there limitations to this? Of course there are. If there's something that you really honestly know that A, you would definitely never be good at, or B, you don't even want to like try to learn how to do, then definitely it's probably worth it to just have a professional who knows what they're doing kind of handle that particular thing. Definitely if it's a skill, again, that you wouldn't mind learning and that you feel like you would be relatively good at, then definitely learn it. So that way you do not have to pay other people to do it for you. Habit number 4. Frugal people choose quality. I know that a lot of times you hear the word frugal and you automatically assume that that means that you have to get the cheapest of everything. And that's not true. Obviously, looking for bargains and looking for sales is a big part of the frugal lifestyle. But in reality, if it's something that is of very good quality, and you know that you're going to be using it for a very long period of time, then it may be worth it to pay top dollar for a quality item that's going to last you all of eternity, as opposed to getting a cheap version that's probably going to break in a year or two. Definitely choose quality items that are going to last you and that they're worth the price of it, because at that point you don't have to worry about having to replace it in a year or two and spending money on a replacement. Choose quality. Frugal habit number 5. Frugal people only purchase what is necessary. I'm talking to you folks who like to shop for sport. I never understood that as a concept, but I know that there's a ton of people who love to do it. They like to shop like it's an activity. That, in my opinion, is not a good activity because you're going to end up running up your credit card and spending money unnecessarily. You should not be shopping for fun. You should only be purchasing things when you actually need them. So definitely it's a good idea to just kind of self-evaluate and just figure out if maybe shopping for you is kind of an emotional response to something or as a way to like comfort yourself, and definitely see if you can replace that with activities that are going to be healthier, definitely less expensive. Shopping for fun or shopping for sport, not a good idea. So definitely only go shopping when you need something. Frugal habit number 6. Frugal people are constantly seeking brand new ways to either save or make additional money. Definitely, it is a mindset that I fully endorse and fully condone. Don't just assume that you've done everything possible that you possibly could to be saving money. There may be new things that you haven't considered, new things that you haven't tried, that are definitely going to be ways that you can cut back on what it is that you're spending currently, or possibly bring in some extra cash. So whether that be trying new things out, such as couponing or something like that, or reading up on forums and articles and blog posts on how other people are saving money or making additional income. Whatever it is, it's constantly something that you're aspiring to do. You're aspiring to develop new habits that are going to allow you to save even more than what you're saving, or possibly bring in additional income. Frugal habit number 7. Frugal people have frugal friends, y'all. Frugal people hang around with other frugal people, and I'm gonna tell you why. The reason is because it's a really, really hard when you're trying to live that frugal lifestyle and save money and do whatever, and your friends are doing the complete opposite. They are maybe partying, going to the club, buying bottles. Those bottles are expensive, friends. Those bottles are expensive. I never understood it. So definitely it is helpful when you're pursuing the frugal lifestyle to have other like-minded people with you and as part of your life, because that way you can kind of inspire each other to do other frugal things, and that way you're not looked at as a weirdo when you suggest a potluck instead of going to a fancy dinner. Or definitely maybe drinking at home instead of going to the club and buying bottles. Whatever it is, it's definitely helpful to be surrounded by other people that have the same aspirations as you and the same type of frugal lifestyle. Frugal habit number 8. Frugal people are patient and are planners. What do I mean by that? It is not going to be helpful for you in your frugal journey if you are impulsive. You cannot be the type of individual who goes and sees that shiny, brand new, sparkly thing that you want to have and immediately decides to buy it. Because what if it goes on sale in a few weeks? What if it makes more sense for you to save up for it instead of just paying for it now using your credit card? So patience and planning and strategy is definitely the way to go. Frugal habit number 9. Frugal people are content with what it is that they have. This is something that I really, really struggled with. I don't know why, but I noticed that I kind of have this tendency to always want the newest of whatever, right? A perfect example is like, I'm an iPhone person. Hi, my name is Jackie, and I'm an iPhone-aholic. I can admit that usually there's a lot of similarities between iPhones that are coming out 1 year after the other. So do you really need to have an iPhone 12 if you have an iPhone 11? Do you really need to have an iPhone 10 if you have the 9? Probably not. But so you don't necessarily have to always have the brand new shiny version of whatever it is that's out. It's been a major struggle of mine. It's something that I'm working with, where it's just like self-contentment and being happy with what it is that you already have. Especially if it already works, the thing still works and is still going. It's like, why fix it if it's not broke? So definitely having that sense of contentment and not constantly feeling like you have to have the newest model of whatever it is definitely going to take you a long way in terms of a frugal lifestyle. Another example is a car. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I definitely made the mistakes of leasing because I wanted to have the brand newest version of whatever car. And I have since repented of my ways. And I will tell you now, without a shadow of a doubt, I will never, ever purchase a brand new car. It is used all the way for me because the cost is insane. And definitely if you guys are interested in me doing a video just to showcase how much money it is that you would be saving just by buying a used car versus a brand new one off the lot, I would love to do that for you. Let me know in the comments below. And my last frugal habit for all of you frugophiles, frugophilios, I have to think of a better nickname. I don't like any of those. Is frugal people will always make decisions that allow them to live within their means. That means that we're not buying more house than what it is that we can afford. We're not going on vacation if we're el broco. We are always making decisions that allow us to be very much comfortably living within the margin of what it is that we're allowed to spend. We're never overextending ourselves financially. That is probably the quintessential like cornerstone in terms of living a frugal lifestyle for sure. Is always living within your means. Well, friends, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I certainly enjoyed chatting with you. If you are not currently subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as part of my family. So feel free to subscribe. Definitely like this video if you like the content. And if you are seeking more content by me, similar to what we covered today, then you should check out my blog, which is available at focusedfrugalfab.com. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!